What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I have with me here Mr. Fightercomplex number 7. Fightercomplex, as y'all know, is not new to my channel. He's been on plenty of my live streams and we have collabed in the past. But for today, we're going to be talking a little about politics. Y'all know I don't really touch politics on my channel except for my last live stream, in which we did recently talk about the political stance that Latinos a lot of times, or Hispanics, take in this country. But for this one in particular, we're not going to just be focusing on Hispanics. We wanted to talk about whether Black people, being Black American, Black Latinos, Black Caribbeans, whoever, if you can vote conservative or vote Republican and still be pro-Black. Now, this goes a little bit with what we were talking about in regards to how minorities in particular, we kind of grow up in a way being taught that we are supposed to vote a certain way, which usually means voting Democrats. I know in my experience, even though, I've never really been heavy into politics like that, from very young, I noticed that. To me, Democrats were the party for minorities and Republicans was the party for white people. So that was all I knew. I didn't really know too much about the policies. All I know is Republicans want small government. Democrats don't mind having a bigger government. That's about it. And up until quite recently, that's pretty much been my mentality. Like, I'm a vote Democrat regardless, of who it is. But I think in recent elections, because we've been left having to pick between the lesser of two evils, and a lot of people are kind of waking up to the fact that really neither of these parties has done a lot for Black people in particular. Democrats haven't really done a whole much on a grand scale, and Republicans haven't either. So me and Fightercomplex were talking about this, so we decided to just bring this up and talk about it here on my channel. So anybody listening, y'all can definitely give your opinions. So before I let Fighter talk, some of you guys, the ones who have been following me for a while, y'all may remember that last year I did a video called A Question for Patriotic Black Americans. And in that video, I asked, why is it that a lot of times these super pro-American Black people that you see, say on YouTube, they tend to be Republican? And I noticed that because I somehow started venturing into the Republican side of Black YouTube. I don't know how I ended up there, but somehow I did. And I noticed that, you see them really repping the American flag and they're pro-America, blah, blah, blah. Not saying that there aren't Democrats that are like that, but I don't know. I just feel like I see that more with the Black Republicans, and I was just asking why. So I wanted to read a few of the comments that I got under that video. And somebody said, I think people are leaning towards being proud of being Black American rather than American. African Americans were originally Republicans during the Reconstruction era. Democrats were pro-KKK. I do notice that Black Republicans are very patriotic, but most Black Americans do not like the bootstrap nonsense that Republicans sell while protecting the very wealthy from paying too much in taxes. What did somebody else say? Sadly, some Blacks who are patriotic, myself included, get chastised and called Uncle Tom because we have a more open view and indiscriminate outlook of our country. Politically, the Black American community has been associated with the Democratic Party for about 50 to 60 years. But historically, since Abraham Lincoln days, Blacks voted Republican. Also, for a long time, Democrats have been associated with white Southerners. And just to give a last comment here, somebody said, I don't swing the banner of Democrat or Republican. I vote on how they can possibly benefit the Black community. But in my opinion, they are two sides of the same coin. So, and they also said that they think that sometimes Black Republicans try to be accepted by the dominant white society. And they may agree with them on issues that may even hurt their community. So that's just some of the perspectives that I got last year. And Fightercomplex, you recently made some posts about Trump on your Instagram that I know got some people a little riled up and upset.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on all this?
it's politics. Politics is all about people choosing who they feel at that certain point in time is the best representative, and that's pretty much it. Um, so why is it that Hispanics and black people have to be put in a box and they all have to choose the same person? This seems like an agenda. It seems like, wow, if you're black, you have to vote for this person. Or if not, you're not black. That
You know
sounds
what Biden said? If you ain't vote for him, you
right.
ain't black.
Right. So it's like I thought the whole point of freedom and all this, right, was you being able to be whatever you are, despite your race, despite your skin, the color of your skin, despite your background and everything. For you to be able to vote for whoever you want to vote for, isn't that the whole point of freedom? So isn't that kind of like oxymoronish to want to hope for freedom and hope for equal rights, but the moment a black person is voting for Republican, oh, you're voting for Trump, oh, you're Uncle Tom, you're a traitor, you're no, no. They're doing what they want to do. It doesn't mean just because if you vote for Trump, just because you're black or Hispanic, right? It doesn't mean that he's your favorite guy in the world. It doesn't mean that you love him to death. It only means that you just feel that he's better than the opposition or you agree with his policies more. I'm saying? So if you're gonna go and take your time to bash Trump, you should also take your same time and bash the opposite party, because then it's gonna seem like you're being biased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of mentioned on the last live stream when we were talking about this how people just kind of blindly sometimes just affiliate themselves with a particular party and they could care less about the policies or stuff like that. They just vote for the person because they are a Democrat, or they just vote for them because they are a Republican, and they don't really research. And I mean, hell, I've been guilty of doing that too, um, and it's like people aren't really voting on the basis of what this person can do for our community. I mean, some do, don't get me wrong, some do, but a lot don't. They just vote a certain way because that's how you feel you're supposed to vote. Now, as far as Trump, like also mentioned in my last live stream, I just don't like him. Like, I don't hate Trump, but I mean, like I've said to you, I feel like he's just an asshole. And I don't like the way he's handled himself having COVID. I don't know. I feel like it was just very disrespectful and insensitive to people that have had family members that have been affected by or died from COVID. And he's over here acting like, oh, don't be scared of it. I mean, I'm probably immune to it. Like, I just can't stand him. But I don't know. I feel like personally, I wouldn't mind voting Republican if I thought the person was a good candidate. I just feel like Trump isn't a suitable president, period. Even if he was a Democrat, I'd be like, oh my God, no. But that's just my opinion on him.
Well, that's the other thing. So politics is just literally a popularity contest. It's no different from your high school prom queen and prom king. You know what I'm saying it's a popularity contest. It's about who's more likable. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like Donald Trump doesn't care about that. So I gotta give him props when it comes to that. As far as he has, no holds bars. He doesn't care. Like this is fun to him. Like without this, he's great no matter what. He's rich no matter what. So he really has nothing to lose. Like honestly, I feel like he don't even think he ever would have became president.
He
The
should
fact that
have.
the fact that he might be winning his second term, nonetheless the first, it seems out of like this seems fucking hilarious to me. Well, I cursed. Well, this seems so effing hilarious to me. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't. At the end of the day, I feel like it's a circus. You know, politics is a circus, and there's no way that an exterior force like the government could hold such a great influence in my life, especially if we're living in a place like United States of America. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying, where here you have freedom to pretty much do whatever you want to do. So you don't even have to worry about politics. And you can live the life you want to live. So
mm,
I don't know. I just feel like this is a distraction. Like politics is just a huge distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I feel like in America we're so spoiled and we have the luxury to worry about whatever we want to worry about. Like we could worry about video games. We could worry about sports. We could worry about politics. We could worry about racial discrimination. We could worry about immigration. We could worry about anything because we have the luxury of it. Whether when you go to other countries, people are going through real traumatic experiences. So this is why I laugh at American people because we're spoiled. We got it good.
We are spoiled.
Out of like this is what like 200 countries in the world, we're like the top 10. Like we lit, we lit over here. Let's keep it a buck. We a lit over here. We got it
Hmm.
good. We got it good, man.
Yeah. Not in, but you know, that perspective though, a lot of times you don't fully grasp that until you leave the US and you experience being in a third world country, you know, where the standard of living is very different and you see people living in like real poverty. Not that there's not people that don't live in poverty here in the US because there is, but it's different.
It's
It's
different
totally different.
over here. We're way more comfortable.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, even people that live on like welfare and Section 8, blah, 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 they're still a lot better off than some of these
Right.
people basically living in shacks in some of these third world countries,
Shit,
you know?
shit, when I was in high school, I was broke. I mean, and I couldn't go, and I had plenty of pretty girls at school wanted it, asking me to take oh can you be my prom date. I had a lot of the prettiest girls in the school that wanted to be
When you
my
were in school in DR or here?
no here
Oh, okay.
in high school.
Hmm.
I mean, but my mom was a single mother. I couldn't get a job for shit. I'm in high school looking for a job, could never find a job, and I'm dead broke. I'm a teenager, dead broke, and I didn't even have enough money to go to prom. But guess what? All the kids, all the kids that was like in the projects and all that, they were able to go the prom.
Mm.
I'm saying, so it's all about what people and give importance to. Because I didn't go to prom, and I don't care. I could care less about that. Like, what's prom? Like, I could care less about that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just people give such an importance to little things that don't matter. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. So then going back to the question of political affiliations and being, can you still be pro-black and, you know, not vote Democrat? So I know that people have different definitions, I guess, of what pro-black means.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess the definition that I've heard that I guess I would most agree with is that to be pro-black, you are looking out for the interests of your community, but you also want to retain the wealth within the black community as well, and you don't want it going to over here and over there. You want to create generational wealth and secure the well-being of your descendants to come. You know, that's kind of how what I envision, you know, pro-black meaning. Now, what I'm not sure is where the difference comes as far as like the political parties, because and maybe it's just because I don't fully still understand like the real fundamental differences between what Democrat means or what Republican means.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, the most basic understanding that I have is that Republicans want more limited big government and Democrats prefer the bigger government. I think that's at a very, very basic level, kind of what it is. So I don't see how voting either way would make you pro-black or not make you pro-black. That's what I don't fully get. And another, black YouTuber on here has mentioned how the group think within the black community is really bad sometimes. And that is something that I've noticed too, where if you don't think the same way that the general population does, it's like you're chastised and you're like shunned out of the black community. And yeah, it's like if you think differently, people definitely look at you sideways. And I'm not just saying the Black American community, but just the overall Black community in general.
All right. So this is something I want to bring up. That's called mob rule. Where you have to travel in herds, where people, okay, they follow the popular opinion because this is what they're fed. Now, you telling me if there's a black man that lives, I don't know, let's just pick a random place in America. Recently I was in Florida, so let's say he lives somewhere in Miami-Dade County, right? Lives in the Miami region, right? Let's say he's a black man. He has a family. All the kids. He has 3 kids. They're all doing great in school. Let's say one of them is in college. The other 2 they're in high school. They're doing great. He has a black wife. And let's say he just thinks, policy-wise, he thinks voting for Trump would be more beneficial for his family. But he goes to Africa. I'm saying he goes to all the Caribbean islands. He wants his children to be proud of who they are and their history, and being proud of being bronze colored, copper colored, melanated. So you're telling me if he embraces what he is, and he tells his family that how important it is to be black and to know your history and to treat your other brothers and sisters with kindness and love. You're telling me just because he's voting for a random guy that's Republican, that means that he's a coon or Uncle Tom, or that sounds kind of ridiculous to me, because I just named you a circumstance that I'm pretty sure happens a lot, because people think only white people voted for Trump, and that's false. There was many Latinos and many black people that voted for Trump. And I know people are gonna get it misconstrued. They're gonna say, "Oh, you're Trump, you're MAGA." No, bro, I'm not radical with it. You know what I'm saying I'm not inclined to any side. I feel like it's bullshit, honestly. But I don't understand how. To me, like, politics to me is like liking a sports team. Like, okay, you don't like the Yankees, you like the Red Sox. All right, big deal. That's how serious I think politics is in my life. It doesn't have no really influence in my life. It's just a topic to chat about when I'm bored.
Well, I think in the lower levels of government, like state government officials and stuff, I think those do have more of a direct influence on us. Definitely. Governors and whoever. Oh God, y'all can tell I'm not. God, my political knowledge is very shallow.
Like councils,
mayors. There you go. That's the word.
Yeah. That's a little bit more.
I think they definitely
right
have
because
a greater
they deal with the community.
Exactly.
And rules within the community. So,
but a lot of times people don't go out to vote for those positions
because they think that's the big deal. They think the head honcho, the president, bro. You can't see the president any given day. You can see the mayor any given day. You could go downtown, you might bump into the mayor. I've bumped into the mayor before. I'm saying so that's who you really gotta vote for, because he's dealing with your community directly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now with the president, he's just, it's an overlapping thing. He's just the face of the country. I'm telling you, like, yo, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's like people don't realize that you could live in the most dangerous neighborhood in America. If you stay out the way, if you stay out of trouble's way, nothing might never happen to you. But now, if you're in trouble's way, so now there's sometimes that people they die innocently, or there's drive-by shootings or whatever. But if you avoid trouble, trouble won't come your way for the most part. I mean, so it's the same thing with politics. As long as you are working hard, if you live in America, I feel like this is a topic for Americans. If you live in America, you grind hard, you're gonna make it. It doesn't matter who the president is. But people don't want to hear that. They want something to complain about. They want something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They want to focus their energy on hating someone instead of improving the lifestyle of their family. And they want to say, "Oh no, such and such is holding my family back." When people with your same situation made something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like Trump, and I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying, like, I could care less, bro. Like, I can literally care less. Like, I don't care. Like, that's the last, like, politics is the last problem on, like, priority on my list of things I have to do in my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah. And to everyone listening, just to make it clear, this is not like I don't know, we should all now vote Republican or no. This is just an open dialogue, just
Vote
trying to look at things.
Elephants. For the elephant.
Oh my gosh, we're just looking at things from all perspectives here, because I admit I've always voted Democrat, always. Even if I didn't know what the hell this person was doing, what his policies were, I didn't care. I'm voting Democrat. But now that I'm getting older, it's like, okay, now I'm actually paying a little more attention to what are these people actually bringing to the table. And
I got something to show you.
What?
When I was this is when I was in, I think, when Barack Obama was voted in, right? And I told myself, wow, this man, a black man, will never be able to become president in this country, because I saw that movie. Chris Rock had a comedy movie that I was in love with, and he was from the hood, and it was about him becoming president. And I said, and I was a little kid, like 14, 13, watching this movie, and I said, yo, I think it's called Head of State. And I was like, yo, a black man will never become president. I'm thinking, like, in my lifetime. And I say, what? Less than 10 years later, Barack Obama became president. And I remember I was living in Dominican Republic at the time. And I literally, like I shed like a little tear. I was like, yo, I never thought I was gonna have somebody black become president. I was a little kid in high school seeing this, living in a different country. And now that I'm older, I realize the TV and news, that's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They shouldn't pay attention to. And I made this shirt. And it's funny because it's Barack Obama on it. And people are going to say, oh, you're a coon, this and that. But I'm going to show you.
Oh, man, what this man about to show us.
I'm about to show you this shirt. All right? Look.
OMG.
That's Barack.
Yo.
That's Barack.
Yo, you buy this guy.
In the back of the shirt, right, it says, is there really any morals in politics? I mean, you probably can't see it, but I had my friend design this shirt. Is there really any morals in politics? So it's like,
wow, Obama though. You should have done it with Trump's picture, not Obama.
No, but why? Because everyone knows. Because I'm, like I told you, I'm controversial. I'm
Yeah,
controversial.
you do be trying to be controversial.
I'm controversial. I'm a controversial dude. I'm a rebel. I go against the grain naturally. Not that I want to be cool. It's just naturally who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I I remember when Trump first came out. I'm like, and I used to see people with a MAGA shirt. I mean, with a MAGA hat. This is literally like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I get like emotionally like involved with it. Like I'm like, oh my god, he's wearing a MAGA hat. Oh my, fuck that white boy. I'll get this like
You get like triggered.
trigger, this hate for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I see that, I laugh. I think that shit cute. You know what I'm saying? Like I think, oh, that's cute.
Think
He
it's
got a,
cute.
he's cute. He got a MAGA hat on. That's cute.
Oh my
Like
god.
so now, like I don't care. Like I don't care. Like people want to be triggered and they want to be influenced and lured into these debates and but they don't know nothing about politics. Shit, they don't even know what's going on with their kid. They don't know what's going on in their own life, but they're worried about all this dumb shit going on in the world. But they don't. They're not even. They haven't even conquered their own demons, but they're worried about politics. Like, are you fucking serious, bro?
Mm.
Are you fucking serious, bro? It's a joke. This is a distraction. Like, fuck politics. Focus on your fucking own life.
Mm.
Why are we worried about politics for? Let's worry about our lives and helping everybody, helping our neighbors out, helping your family out. I'm saying, why are we worried about what's going on in the world, my nigga? I don't know, but maybe I'm crazy, right? Maybe I'm crazy.
You are a little crazy. You are, but I mean, it's hard not to worry though, because I mean, you still worry about the state of like your community and the country as a
Why?
whole.
Why? Because it's on Facebook. Because it's on Instagram. Hey Trump. Hey Trump. Like everybody's on this. All of a sudden, everybody black. You go to the NBA, everybody black. And everybody Black Lives Matter now. What about when my homeboy got killed? I lost a few friends this summer
Yeah,
to
so
gun violence and had nothing to do with the police. No, uh, there was no protest. I'm saying nobody threw up the Black Lives Matter hashtag, but it's still Trump. Hate Trump. Why? I'm saying people got to do a lot of fixing at home. You can't before you go outside trying to fix shit. You got to fix shit at home.
mm,
And you got to focus on self and then fix your situation at home before you start worrying about what other people are doing. I mean, this is the world. This is what it is. As much as we hate rapists, thieves, killers, this is always going to happen. In the world, this is always going to happen. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. This
mm-hmm.
is the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? Just you got to hope that it never happens to your people, to your family. But those things are always going to happen.
Yeah,
It's like people get soft and they forget what type of world we live in. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm too preachy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
No, I mean you're making some good points, so you are. You know, it
I'm,
is very easy to get wrapped up in the whole politics thing, and like you said, it is
it
kind of like
is.
being on like, okay, I'm pro this team over here, you pro
Right.
that team, and I
Right.
don't know. It's like kind of missing the bigger picture. Or,
Right.
you know, some people go the conspiracy route and they're like, we're all in the matrix. This is all orchestrated anyways. It doesn't really make a difference. This has already been pre-planned. This is all just a distraction. You know, because I see a lot of that too. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the other thing too. I'm pro black as fuck, but I know that I'm more likely to get done dirty by a black person than a white person because I'm
mm,
just around black people more than white people. I'm saying, but
mm,
like let me tell you, like I'm gonna keep it real. Anytime I'm like in a white environment, I feel awkward and weird. I feel like wow, I
me
don't
too.
like being here. I feel awkward and weird. and I feel like a lot of times they'll throw you under the bus, like they won't hesitate. But then again, I know a lot of this might I'm gonna get some backlash for this, but around Puerto Ricans, like there was a Puerto Rican coworker I had. That nigga would not hesitate to throw me under the bus, and he was Puerto Rican. So I deal with people on an individual level. You know what I'm saying, I have my complexes towards certain ethnicities. When I go to a Jamaican restaurant, they're black, but they're always rude. Like every time I go to a Jamaican restaurant, they're rude. The cash, but the food is good. So if I go to a Jamaican restaurant and the food won't be good unless the cashier is rude. So anytime I go to a Jamaican restaurant, you better be rude to me, or I'm not eating it. I'm not buying it.
Oh wow.
So
Oh man, yo, you're gonna have the black people, the Puerto
I,
Ricans, the Jamaicans, all sounding off in my comment section.
listen, I'm the human heavy bag. You heard?
Oh
So
my god.
if y'all want somebody to hate, if you want somebody to talk shit to, I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. All right. So all right. Go ahead. I've been talking a lot. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean, you have a lot to say. Like I said, when it comes to politics, I don't know a whole lot.
I don't know that much either. I just know the basics.
So for those of you that are listening that do know a lot more about politics, please chime in the comment section below. But with the basic understanding that I do have, I do think it is unfair to label somebody as no longer being pro-black or getting their black card taken away simply based on how they choose to vote or which political party they choose to, align themselves with. I think at the end of the day, being pro-black is more, I think it's more of it's an individual thing. It's an individual choice. It's how you live out your life and how you choose to positively influence your black family and your black community around you. That's the way I see it.
I mean, Xtina, you know me, right? You know how I've been. We've been friends on this YouTube thing for a minute, so you know what type of woman I prefer. I prefer, black women. It doesn't matter if you're Latina, Asian, American, whatever, wherever you're from. I don't care where you're from, as long as you're like a black one. I guess I fuck with you. So,
Mhm.
so you're telling me I want to raise a black family, or lenient to the black side, like, so that does that make I'm still cool because I'm voting for a certain party? That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me if your brother, your cousin, your best friend vote for a certain party, you're gonna stop being best friends with them? You're gonna stop being their friend, your cousin?
There's been a lot of that. A lot of people have been falling out online. Like people are like literally ending friendships over this political stuff.
Bro, that's ridiculous. To me, personally, that's ridiculous. That's
Mhm.
ridiculous. I can't imagine. I have family members that think completely different from me, but if I fuck with you and I know that you got my back when shit get real for me, I got your back too. Like, why are we worried about these dumb debates and differences that society makes us have? Like, they want to divide us for no reason.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, the political division is just as bad as the racial division. It's
right.
all about dividing everybody.
Yo, let me tell you this. I think the political is bigger than the racial because I feel like the political has a lot to do with the racial.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep it real. But like I mean, either side you go to, you're gonna find the negatives, man. Like
Yeah.
I know, it's like extreme. It's like almost no one is balanced. It's like you can't find a balance. I mean, a perfect balance. Because then
Mm.
sometimes you could go to the Republican side, and then you're gonna find white people that they're gonna throw black people under the bus many times, and
Mhm.
then you go to the Democratic side, and it's like sometimes you're gonna find black people or Hispanics complaining about nothing. Sometimes like complaining about extra shit. Sometimes they're complaining about things that do really exist and challenges that people are going through. But as a optimistic person, if you compare what we're going on, what's going on in America compared to other countries in the world, we got it good out here. There's other countries in the world where they're going through civil war, slavery still happening to this day, kidnappings, bombings, terrorist attacks every day. 9/11, they're laughing at 9/11 over there. You think 9/11 was big? Psh, you gotta read newspapers and go on YouTube. Like they going through 9/11 every other day out there. You know what I'm saying? So if you live in America, like a place in America, which is we could say is top 10, one of the top 10 best places to live in the world, you gotta stop complaining about little dumb shit and actually be grateful for the things you have in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Black
no,
and white, the race war is always gonna exist. Tribalism, differences is always gonna exist. I think there's more good people in the world than bad. You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
I think so too.
So
Yeah, I think so too. It's just we're purposely always shown the bad though. And that just further solidifies people's ideas of, oh, this group over here, they're racist, and this political party over here, they're this way. And again, it's just all part of the plan to keep everyone divided. That's how I see that,
right,
you know.
right. You know what I'm saying? But now they're gonna be like, oh, I'm a coon. You know what I'm saying? I'm a coon. I love white people. I like, bro. You don't even know me. You don't watch my channel enough. You gotta watch my channel more. You gotta watch my channel more. Hold on. Let me check. Let me show these people these book. This book. Look at this book. Look at this book. If you know anything about that book, and you call me a coon, you're the real coon. I mean, y'all gotta study. Y'all gotta study more.
Wait, is that one of the 5% things?
Yeah, the supreme lessons of the gods and earths.
Oh, somebody mentioned that in my comment section under the last interview I did with this media reading guy. Somebody
Right,
mentioned that book.
right.
So you into that?
Yeah, yeah, like not 100%, but I say for the most part, yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Seems like some people associate that a lot with being pro-black, unless they're.
Right.
But I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't really know too much about that either.
So this example I want to give you is, what do you prefer? The manager that might look like you, he might look like people that at school you went to, people you worked with, people in your neighborhood, but he never gets nothing done for you as far as giving you a raise, giving you vacation time, giving you easier work, making your job easier. Do you prefer that manager? But he could joke with you. He listens to hip hop or R&B or bachata, whatever your flow is, right? Would you prefer that manager or the manager that you guys probably don't really look alike, probably don't really get along? Might seem like he's a dickhead a little bit, but when it comes to, oh, you have a dentist appointment, or you're feeling sick, or you want a raise, or if you want your job to be easier, wouldn't who do you prefer? Wouldn't you prefer the guy at your job that gets shit done for you, but y'all might not have the best relationship, or the guy that you have a good relationship with, you could get along with and have fun, but when it comes to money or vacation time or whatever, or he's not really messing with you? Who do you prefer?
That's tough.
Who do you? We're grown here. We're grown.
I mean, okay, so initially I would naturally be inclined towards the first one because, we look alike, they're cool, they flow, we get along. But over time, I think if I notice that this particular manager doesn't give me time off, won't give me a raise, blah, 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 I might start to feel a little salty, and then if this other one over here that I don't really mess with, but they're giving me those benefits, then yeah, I'll be like, hey.
This is where it comes back to politics and personality, because people think politics is only Democrat, Republican, president. No, the politics, you deal with politics all day. You deal with politics when you go to the Dunkin' Donuts. I can equate to why people hate Trump, and it's because of maybe the way he is. He's very vulgar. He's not, politically correct. He doesn't seem like he has the best mannerisms. He doesn't really care for his image. But do you prefer a person who's getting shit done for you, or a person that, you know they look nice, they speak nice, they sound good, but at the end of the day they're really fucking you? So like, who do you prefer? I'm saying, so I feel like that's what politics is all about. And it's just I just feel like it's nonsense. Like, to me, like, getting deep into it is like a waste of time. So I basically came on here not to tell you who to vote for, just to tell you you're wasting your time worrying about it. Worry more about the politics in your life at home than in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that no matter who you vote for, it doesn't define you as a person. That's ridiculous. You're the real racist if you say because someone voted for such and such, they're this or they're that. Like, that's dumb as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if you notice, it's really only black people that face this though, because I mean, in reality, white people can go either way. Because there's a lot of white,
ain't nobody gonna say nothing about them.
A lot of white liberals, and don't nobody say shit. And with Hispanics, it can kind of go either way.
Either way.
Specifically with black people, that's like you are expected to go a certain way, and if you don't, it's like you're what's the word? You're shunned. It's only with black people. Which is crazy.
Because I was joking with my brother when I was in Florida, like, Trump. And he laughing like, "Oh, you crazy?" And I tell my brother, like, "Bro, I don't understand why people hate Trump so much. I don't understand." I'm like, "Bro, I'm like, you're an immigrant. My brother's an immigrant. I made a vid. I interviewed my brother. Y'all can go check that out. I'm gonna edit it soon and post it and all that." My brother, he don't got the energy for that. You know why? Because he got to worry about his bills, his family. I mean, he got to please his wife. He got a lot of things to worry about. You think he's worried about some damn who gonna be the president? No, like, he got real problems to worry about. And my brother he's an immigrant to this country, been here almost 20 years, but he came here legally.
Okay.
So yeah.
So now that you say that somebody in the last live stream mentioned how that too may cause some Hispanics to vote Republican because they actually went through the legal process and through having to pay the money and this and that. And so for them to see other people that come here illegally but are able to, reap whatever benefits, that kind of makes them upset a bit. Yeah.
Can't please everyone.
Yeah.
You can't please everyone. This is why this politic discussion is, cliche. And I know they're gonna say, "Oh, see, here comes him, the coonery, the buck dancing." Like, now I understand. And yes, now I understand why white people always just say, "Oh, I don't discuss politics in public." Or now I understand why. Now I understand why at your job, it's not right to speak on politics, because it always starts an argument. It always starts this whole the debacle, like, it's like tension, and when people should be focused on, nigga, you at work, you're supposed to be working on making this or making this car or building a house or whatever, but we're worried about who the fuck the president is gonna be. Worry about you getting your paycheck at the end of the week to feed your family, but you worried about, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel
People,
you.
people just don't got shit in their life to talk about, and they politics gives them something to talk about. It
Mhm.
gives them a hobby.
I feel it also gives some people some sort of like a sense of validation or something.
Right. Like,
Something.
look at me, I'm so smart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with this side. I'm saying, join a gang. You'll be more productive. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like for real. I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
you could be a Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers fan and be more productive in this world than worry about being a Democrat or Republican. I'm saying, like, who is everybody wanted to vote for? Bernie Sanders. Oh, that was like the cool thing. Bernie, yeah,
I'm not
we,
gonna lie, I liked Bernie. I
yeah,
did.
yeah, burn for the burn.
Yeah.
Nigga, like 109 years old. Come on, burn.
Uh,
Is that nigga alive? Like, bruh.
Listen, I think he was the change, the real change that we needed.
You
I
think?
I think so. And I mean, I
I
think
don't know, because
he
he was talking about all this lowering taxes and this and that, and but then like school was gonna be free, but then
I mean, I
how
don't
can
think
you
he
low
would ever
how,
pull that off.
yeah, how you gonna lower taxes and make free um like free what you call it, medical insurance and all that,
Yeah, I don't know how
and
they.
and then lower taxes? Like, how is that even possible, bro? Like,
Yeah.
that's like saying you want a bony girl with a big booty. Like, that's like, man, like you asked for a
Hey, it's
lot, bro.
possible.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's possible.
But all right, it's possible, but how that's gonna look?
Yeah.
A mess, a huge
I
mess.
feel like people just they like tainted his name by pushing him so much into the he's a socialist and blah blah blah. I
I
mean,
mean, the way he was talking,
mm,
the way he was talking.
maybe I don't know. I
Yo,
think
listen, that's why, yo, when it comes to politics, ignorance is bliss.
mm.
Just don't act like it don't exist, and you'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, act like it don't exist, and you be yo, work on your own bank account. Worry about your kids. Worry about your health. Worry about all the mold your house has. Like, worry about real shit. You know what I'm saying, don't worry about what Trump said. You know what I'm saying, oh, he's racist. Who cares? I've met people that's way more racist than him. You know what I'm saying?
I think what also kind of messes up for the Republican Party is because a lot of these racist or white supremacist group they do tend to be Republican and they do
Right. Oh,
support Trump, so
oh,
that doesn't
oh,
help.
let's do this. So, there's not racist white people that vote Democrat.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure there is. I mean,
Oh,
there is.
I'm just trying to make it clear here. Like, what's the point? I'm saying, like, what's the point here? Oh, no, no, no,
Vocal
no, no,
about
no,
it.
no, no. He's racist, but he voted Democrat, so I like him a little bit more. Like, what's the difference here? The nigga's still racist. Like, and I don't understand what's the infatuation of being accepted. If you don't like me because of the way I look or my skin color or whatever, who cares? Look, me right now, nigga, I'm not black, white, I'm red.
I guess.
Do you think I care about who? Oh, then you're gonna hear people say, "Oh, he's red, he's MAGA." Like, come on, bro. Like, yo, we fall into this little kid shit, bro. This is little kid shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying,
Mm,
little kid shit.
I,
I worry about real problems. I mean, let's worry about the real problems in this world. And if
mm,
we're gonna talk about Democrat versus Republican, I'd rather a racist than a pedophile, because
mm.
Biden has been accused and there's videos on on social media that looks kind of suspect.
Yeah, I've seen some questionable stuff out there.
So it's
Yeah, a
kind
little
of
too
creepy and
close. Too close.
eerie. So either one or two, right? Like either one or two. Either one, Biden is a creepy old man who doesn't know what he's doing. He's just innocent, like or two, he's a creep who loves luring in little girls. You know what I'm saying,
Mm.
y'all could go on YouTube and search these videos, man. I seen those videos. I'm like, oh, MAGA it is, like Trump 2020, my nigga. Like when I saw them videos, bro, I was like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Like, let's keep this nigga out of office. This nigga's gonna be coming after our little girls, man. He gonna be on some Trujillo shit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know who Trujillo was in Dominican Republic,
Everybody knows to hear you.
he had no respect for women. You know what I'm saying? So,
True
man.
that. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
yo, we could go on all day about this, but Xtina, you and I know that conversations like these, they're entertaining. We could, when we're bored, drunk, talk about it. But at the end of the day, with our real life situations, that's the last thing we worried about. And what if your daughter told you, "Oh my God, I like Trump. He's funny." Well, you never. What you gonna do? Kick your daughter out the house because she told you, "I like Trump.
Like,
He's
yo, I
funny."
don't care that you're 6, you out.
Right? I don't care. You're going to a foster home. You're going to a foster home. Like what?
I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
What
That-
do you mean?
but that's little kids are innocent. They do shit like that. They're like, "Oh my God, I like Trump. Like, little kids are funny like that. They don't know what's going on.
Actually be caught off guard. Really caught off guard.
Yo, hey, you better start packing the shit up, man, because Trump be on TV a lot. Yeah. Yo, I was looking at a thing. Matter of fact, because I follow people that are like, yo, I follow this Latina. I think she's Puerto Rican. Attractive girl too, very attractive, young. So that's why I know she has a large following.
Mm-hmm.
She's a young, attractive Latina. Like you could tell she's not white. Like you could tell she's like, I think she might be Puerto Rican, but you could definitely tell like, oh, that's a Latina woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like always, she's like kind of like over the top with it though. I ain't gonna lie, like she's always defending Trump. And
Oh.
and it's just funny seeing that. And I'm saying, like, damn, a Latina. You know what I'm saying? Like going so hard for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so what I'm gonna say, oh, I hope something bad happens to her and her kids just because she's voting for Trump. Like, no, that's ridiculous. Like, why would I want something bad to happen to her just because she's voting for Trump?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like people that are Republican though, I feel like they're just in a tough situation because he is just. I don't know.
yeah, no, and let me tell you this. And I've told even coworkers I had that they were white and they were like voting for Trump. I told them like, listen, okay, if you're voting for Trump because you feel like his policies are great and all that, cool. But I'm telling them like you have to admit he's not like he doesn't know how to speak. Like he got to like change his ways a little
He
bit. Like
doesn't. He sounds
he's a
so
little
elementary
he's
when
a little he's a little too rugged with it. Like I'm saying, like bro, like you gotta come
well,
on
that, yeah, and
because
I feel like his vocabulary is like so basic. Like he just doesn't talk. He doesn't have that presidentialness about him.
yeah, right. And another thing is like, but it's not so much that though about Trump. I feel like he can turn a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying, like you could turn a lot of people off. Like you have to be a little bit when you have so many eyes on you. You have to be a little bit more careful because someone can misinterpret what you're saying, and or they're gonna. Because I got tough skin, so you could say some borderline offensive shit, but I'll be listening because I'm like, okay, I can understand your angle because I don't get so offended. I'm not so sensitive, but other people are not like that. Any little thing they're gonna be offended by it. So he would have had way more people on the side if he would have been a little bit more gingerly with his words. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit too aggressive to be president, but I kind of respect it too because he got a lot of balls. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of balls.
Sit down somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
He really because he doesn't care. Like he really doesn't care. Like he doesn't care. Yo, this shit is funny. This shit is funny to me that people care about politics. Like this shit is funny to me. Yet I'm here entertaining this conversation because
I say, well, we kind of care because we talk about.
We kind of care, yeah, but
I mean, it's kind of hard not to because it's just in your face.
It's such a big.
Yeah.
But I could care less about it, but I'm like, I kind of like lean into the Trump side because I'm like, yo, bro, why y'all hate this guy so much? Like, god damn, like I'm saying, like,
cause he's an asshole. I'm trying to tell you, that's why. Dude's an ass. He's arrogant. He's just he don't know how to act. Like I can't with him. I think that's what it is more than anything.
Well, guess what? Welcome to America. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. You have the rights to believe in what you want to believe, think how you want to think.
I guess.
Welcome to America. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to America. I could go outside with a shirt that say "fuck white people," and I can't go to jail for that.
I mean, if you want to,
but I could wear that. You know, I can't go to jail for that.
Yeah.
I can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yo, we could go on. You could do a live stream on YouTube, and this should have gone for years just talking about this shit. You know how you talking about the Afro Latino experience, and then you know how that's always ongoing. You could do that with this shit. Like, yo, this shit will go on for ages, bro.
Yeah, especially if you get people that really into politics. Oh my goodness, they're going forever. All right, well, you guys just heard me and Fightercomplex go back and forth a little bit, conversational style about this topic. So I think there's a lot to kind of dig into here. So for all you politic lovers out there, and especially if you're Black, I really want to get your opinion on the whole. Can you still be pro-Black and vote Republican or whatever, or vote Trump? I definitely want to hear your perspectives on that because I think I mentioned this on my second live stream that I was surprised to see on the first Latino live stream when some of the Black people came on. There were a couple Black Trump supporters out there. I know. So yeah, I was a little surprised to see that. So yeah, definitely leave your comments down below. Don't hate too hard. But I mean, leave your thoughts, critiques if you want, in response to anything me or Fightercomplex said. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. And definitely go check out Fightercomplex's channel as well. And I'll leave the link to his channel in the comments. Peace.